Part of it.
Oh, sorry. Hi, welcome to our Helping Families Thrive event. Now, this is all about giving healthy starts back to our families. My name is Nicole Wander, and I am a puppeteer, professional puppeteer, retired now, and I have a passion for children's nutrition. I have performed for thousands of children and some adults, and over again, I see a need for better nutritional education and better nutrition overall. We need to get healthier. Our kids need to get healthier. Hey, it's Bobby Broccoli, one of my favorite puppets. And I think he wants to sing a song. Oh, and Miss Apple too. Hi, Miss Apple. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Miss Apple. Okay, are you ready? Yes, Bobby. We love Juice Plus, we do. How about you? Fruits, berries, veggies too. It's what we do. Well, not everybody does that. You know that folks out there are supposed to get 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. Kids too. Oh my goodness. They're going to be unhealthy. That's right. But you know, most of them only get 1 to 4 servings. Oh, but I love Juice Plus. Yeah, I do too. I love Juice Plus. You know, Bobby, there's a simple and affordable and convenient way to get over 30 fruits and vegetables in our diet every day. It's Juice Plus. It comes in capsules and chewables. It's a whole food-based nutrition. Pretty amazing. Well, that's going to help bridge the gap between what families should eat and what they do eat. You know, that's right, Bobby. And over 20 years ago, the Juice Plus company started a family health study program. All you need to do is become a customer of the Juice Plus by purchasing either the chewables or the capsules. Then your child will receive the Juice Plus for free. There's over there's over 1.5 million participants worldwide in the study. I know, you know, whether it's your child in kindergarten or in college, it's never too late to give them a healthy start. Oh, whoa. And you know what? Now, we're lucky to have some real moms who have participated in the family health study that want to share their stories with us. Now, first one is Karen. She's at some water park. Oh boy, and she didn't even invite her best buddy, Bobby Broccoli. Karen, take it away.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is probably the most fun event I have ever done. Besides being at a water park, I am being introduced by Bobby Broccoli. So I want to just tell you that I grew up as a really, really sick child. I was adopted and my birth mother had allergies and asthma. So I grew up with allergies and asthma, and it was just really tough. Antibiotics all the time, allergy medicine, asthma medicine. So when I got pregnant at 35 years old, that's all I could kind of think about was, you know, I was excited to have this baby, but I was not excited for them to have the same health outcome that I had when I was a kid. So I was just thinking, gosh, they're going to have allergies, they're going to have asthma. But thankfully, because somebody introduced Juice Plus to me, I took it during my whole pregnancy, actually both pregnancies. And that became the catalyst for me to get healthier because I wasn't healthy before that. my mom was a nurse and we were all about treatment. So, you know, I ate the Pop-Tarts and drank the soda, and then I would have a stomach ache and I would take the Pepto-Bismol. Nobody ever told me to get the Pop-Tart out of my mouth and stop drinking Slurpees, right? So anyway, I started to learn through this community. I love this community because they're all about, and the company is all about inspiring healthy living. So when I got pregnant, I took the Juice Plus and saw so many amazing health benefits by the end of the pregnancy. It has now been 17 years since I have taken any allergy medication, asthma medication. I haven't been on antibiotics, anything. But the best part and the mom win for me is that my kids do not have asthma and allergies, guys. I get chills when I say that, because that was my greatest fear getting pregnant, is that I was going to have these babies and they were going to have the same, you know, sickness as me, and they just don't. And I contribute most of that to Juice Plus. I know when they were younger, they kind of ate what I gave them, right? But now my son is 16 and he's driving and he comes home with donuts and he comes home with fast food, and I don't have any control over that anymore, but I still have control over that he takes his Juice Plus. So I know that he is definitely bridging the gap between what he's eating and not eating every single day. All right, Bobbi Broccoli, who's next?
All right, thank you so much, Karen. Wish we were all there with you, but that's the beauty of this business, right? We do it from our phones, from anywhere.
I love
it. Hi, my name is Lydia Kopika, and I'm a nutritionist, and I'm also with Juice Plus. And I actually got started, I was introduced to this and got started because my granddaughter was chronically constipated, and my daughter really thought there was something anatomically wrong with her. She was about 4 years old. And I just really felt like maybe with better diet, things would improve. So I got started so she could get the product for free. And so then we both started on it. I'll tell you, within a week, she was regular. And I know people, I have friends that have been constipated for 40 years and they can't believe the difference. And here's what I wasn't expecting. I have an autoimmune condition and chronic fatigue every day, 3 hours a day. I didn't have the strength to hold my head up. And I started noticing I was having more energy, and I wasn't having to, I didn't need to sleep during the day, but just lay down. And it just made such a difference in my quality of life and my way to get through the day. I just started researching, why would this help me? I'm a nutritionist. I was already a healthy eater, but we're just not getting enough vine ripened fruits and vegetables. And it's been 6 years now. I never thought I would see the day where I would be playing golf again, playing pickleball. Betty Sue, you mentioned that, man, that's music to my ears. I love it. And being able to run again. So it's really changed my life, changed my family's health. And I'm going to share some slides here, just real quick. And why are we all so sick? Fact, fewer than 1 in 10 children and adults eat the recommended amount of vegetables. After starting on Juice Plus and being on it, we started seeing results. Parents report that 66% are visiting the doctor less. Now, isn't that more money in our pockets? Parents don't have to miss work. 56% were taking fewer over-the-counter and or prescription drugs. 56% children. I mean, what kids are on prescription drugs these days? 71% of families participating in our Family Healthy study have reported that their kids were eating less fast food and soda. I'm telling you, my granddaughter at the age of 4, she started eating red peppers like they were apples. 60% of Healthy Starts families reported that their kids were missing fewer days of school, and that's better for the whole family. This has been a 20-year study ongoing, and it's a worldwide study, and we are impacting healthy families worldwide. Oops, no, if I can get back to, this is where I always. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about this. There you go. Am I back? Can you see me now? Okay, great. All right. And so free for 4 years, and it's ages 4 through college age. And you tell me what college kids don't need better nutrition. Their lifestyle, they're not sleeping, they're under stress, they're not eating right, you just worry about them. And if you could maybe have a magic potion, something where they could take something every day that you don't have to worry if they're getting their nutrients in, it's just the easy button for families. And now we are going to go to Patty.
Hi, everybody. My name is Patty Thibodeau, and I'm from Plymouth, Michigan. And gosh, this Healthy Starts for Family program was exactly what hooked me into Juice Plus. I discovered Juice Plus about 3.5 years ago. At the time, my husband, myself, and our older 2 kids were eating pretty healthy, but not so for our youngest son, who was 17 at the time. So he would literally go for days without eating a single fruit or vegetable. And then it would be maybe, a little bit of iceberg lettuce, maybe 3 bites out of an apple before he would toss it into the trash. I did my best to camouflage. I would grind up the zucchini and other vegetables and try to hide it in meatballs and whatever. He was like a bloodhound. He could sniff that out, and he would refuse to eat when I was preparing for dinner. I was exasperated. I was really, really, I'm a physician assistant, and I know the importance of nutrition, and it would just drive me batty thinking of what was happening inside his body without the proper micronutrition. Also at the time, he was dealing with ADHD, and there were struggles at school, and I knew his nutrition was a part of that, and I so badly wanted to help him. But what can you do when they're 17? You can't force feed them. So about that time, our gym had a health fair, and there was a Juice Plus table. So I walked up and I learned about Juice Plus, and I was like, what? Real food, real fruits and vegetables in those capsules and gummies? I was just floored. So I went home with my little sample packages. I could not wait for him to try them. So I remember giving him one of these packages and nervously watching him open it up and eat them. And I was praying that he would like them. And he ate them, and he's like, yeah, these are good. I said, well, if I gave it to you every day and put it out on the table for you, would you eat them? And he said, yes. And so I promptly called Cindy, who's now my friend and sponsor with Juice Plus, and I booked a salad in a jar party, and we were off and running, and our family has been on it since then. So just like a quick update on him, since then, he has graduated from high school. He just completed his 3rd year in college. And I'll be honest, during high school, we were really concerned. We weren't so sure that college was going to be in his future. I mean, the struggles were real. But he is flourishing at college. When he was in high school, every 30 days, we were promptly at the pharmacy refilling his medications. Now that prescription, he'll fill it at the beginning of the school year. And by the end of the school year, that single prescription still has pills left in it. So we are very, very thankful for that. I would say too that, we can't make any medical claims, with Juice Plus, but what doesn't better nutrition help you with, So, and I also know that when he comes home from college, he loves eating our Tower Garden greens. That's usually the first thing he goes for. It does give me peace of mind that when he's down there at college, and Lord knows what they're eating and drinking, I know that he's getting high quality micronutrition with his gummies. So, and best of all, I discovered a wonderful community and a personal business where I get to share our mission of inspiring healthy living. So I'm going to hand it over to Jamie now.
Patty, that was very inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing. And boy, I tell you, you're right. Having good health is everything, right? And so that's why we're all here today. And my story, of course, relates to that topic too. I'm going to go back several years when my first 2 sons were little. Like Karen, they had very bad asthma, which I was not used to or familiar with. And so I had a big learning curve there. They also had allergies. And I had learned prior to that through my chiropractor, that if you have allergies, your immune system is at like a weakened defense because your immune system is busy fighting that allergen. So when viruses come around and stuff, then you're an easy target to get sick. And that's what I found in my house over and over again. My poor little guys were, my younger one was immunocompromised. And he was on a daily Pulmicort treatment since around the age 2 through a nebulizer. And then, but that helped a little bit, but not a ton. And for both of them, they just kept getting sicker and sicker and more often. And I was like a table leader for this group at my church that met twice a month for moms, MOPS. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but it's a great way for moms to get out and connect. But I'd have to miss literally half the time because my kids, would catch something from somewhere all the time. And so when my friend told me about these little gummies, about Juice Plus, I thought, and she was saying they're fruits and vegetables. I thought, why would I need that? I mean, every young parent feeds their kids well, right? Like I fed my kids fruits and vegetables every single day. And when they're little, especially, it's much easier to get them to take it, right? So I thought, gosh, I don't know why I would need this because I'm a good mom. But then I thought, well, what I'm doing isn't working, right? So why not give it a try? Because I was praying for answers because these little guys were sick way too much and missing way too much of life. And so we started on these little gummies. And honestly, the first month that they were on them was the first month they had not gotten sick in a long time. And it was huge. And like Patty said, we can't make any claims, but that's what our family experienced. And if you actually take the time to look at the research, they have 4 immune system studies now repeating, similar results on just how it helps bring the immune system into homeostasis. And one of those studies was on an elderly population too at the University of Arizona. And so that was the only one that was out at that time. But luckily, my friend during that whole first month was like flooding me with lots of free education and CDs, that dates yourself, right? Like now everything's on your phone or whatever. But at that time it was CDs. And so Dr. Richard Du Bois changed my life. He taught me about phytonutrients and, we grew up thinking, oh, vitamins were the answer, right? Like that's what we just all grew up being told and taught in school and everything. And then come to learn that whole food is really what Americans are deficient in. And our foods have thousands of these nutrients called phytonutrients, which are key to helping our health. For instance, like lycopene, there was a big push about that a few years ago with all the ketchup manufacturers. Well, guess what, folks? God put lycopene in those tomatoes thousands of years ago. It's nothing new, but we just finally learned about it. And that's just one of the thousands of nutrients in just a tomato. And so with Juice Plus, you're getting 20 to 30, depending on what you get, of all these different fruits and vegetables. And each one of them has 10 to 12,000 phytonutrients in it, working together as a team to help your body perform its best. And so that's what we experienced. And thank God for my girlfriend sharing this gift with me, because it truly was like for them to go that first month without getting sick was huge. I didn't have to ask my co-leader to cover my table, and we didn't have to miss birthday parties and miss out on life. And your kids could run around and feel sick or not feel sick and breathe easy, which was huge for me. And then for us, like financially, I mean, we dropped down to 1 income when I started to have my kids. And so I didn't have to pay those 2 co-pays that month. And I didn't have to pay for 2 to 4 inhalers that month. And I didn't have to pay for antibiotics and prednisone. And then most importantly, worry about what all those things were doing to my kids' bodies long-term. So anyhow, I'm just so excited to share this with you today, and having your health is everything. And so I pray that you just take a serious look at it. And again, we can't promise anything because yes, my kids still do get sick. We do, it happens, that's life, but it's usually not as often or not as severe. And I throw out these inhalers unused left and right now because I never had to use them, which is a blessing to not put those drugs in my kids' body. So that's all I have. And I think I'm going to pass it off to Carnette. Is she on? Or maybe not?
I don't know if Carnette's on. How about Sonia?
Okay.
I'm here, guys.
Yay!
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm so privileged. I feel so privileged to share my story because I love Juice Plus and everything that comes with it. And I don't know if you just saw my grandson pop in saying thank you for this shake he just finished. But about 5.5 years ago, I was introduced to Juice Plus by a colleague. And at the time, my daughter-in-law was pregnant, and she had just been diagnosed with gestational diabetes. And I had only known one person who had that, and she was a friend from Florida, and it did not turn out well for her. And I saw everything that she went through, and her baby did not make it. So just hearing that here my grandbaby was in the womb and suffering with gestational diabetes was, I don't know, it was quite a shock. So I had just finished reading about Dr. Odom's studies, because when I was introduced, I kid you not, I stayed up all night long researching and reading. And 2 weeks later, after I heard about Juice Plus, I was on an airplane to Sacramento because I wanted to see if can this be true. And so I told my daughter-in-law, you have to take this. Now, she doesn't like to take anything that she doesn't have to take. But with that diagnosis, I said, no, there's no negotiation. If this can help you, you take it. She took it, and actually within days, the baby started kicking, had not been moving around a lot, and she got scared and wanted to stop. So I asked her to take it to our OBGYN, who was also my doctor, and my practice was right across the street from hers. So she took it, and her doctor said, stop it, let's stop it, let me research it, and I will let you know. So she wanted to follow the doctor's advice. And although everything I read was compelling, I thought, gosh, I hadn't been in this long enough. Nobody in my area was taking this, had ever heard of it. So I said, okay, the last thing I want to do is do anything harmful. So she stopped, and that was a Friday. That Monday, Dr. Wright was blowing up my phone saying, by all means, take this. Tell her to take it and don't stop. And needless to say, he was born totally healthy. She was healthy. He loves everything Juice Plus. He likes the bars. And I know adults who can't eat. I cannot eat a whole bar in one sitting. I have to break it up. It's dense and it's good, but I can't handle it. He can eat a whole one. He loves the Tower Garden. He eats right off of it. He loves the bars. He loves the shakes. He loves the energy bites, anything healthy. And if you offer him something really sweet with white sugar, and you don't have to say it has white sugar, but his answer is, no, thank you, I'm good. So because this baby who could have come into the world in a very different place has excelled. He's very athletic. He academically, he's ahead. He just is a very expressive and an all-around kid, just like the statistics show in our program, the Healthy Starts for Families programs. Now, his brother was 5 when I started this, and in 2 weeks after he took it, he was ordering green beans in the place of French fries or mac and cheese at a restaurant. And we were like, who is this kid? We don't know him, but we are we owe a lot of our health. And so because of those two and me and my husband being able to cover them, then their parents got on it. And then all of our extended family, not all of them, but a lot of them are on it. So it really has changed our lives, and we are forever grateful. And I always say, if we're not taking Juice Plus, have us examined, because we know the benefits and we are grateful for that. So thank you guys for listening.
Thank you so much. Everybody.
Whoa, those were just great stories. Whoa, huh. Hey, it's Cleo, huh?
I want to sing a song, Bobby. I've been practicing.
Okay, Cleo.
I love Juice Plus.
Oh, Cleo, you need more practice. Okay, let's do it together. I love Juice Plus.
I do.
How about you?
Veggies, fruits.
And berries too.
It's what we do.
Yes, it's what we do. Great.
I got a leaf.
Oh boy. Now, We just loved hearing those stories. Now, but are you ready to get started? Take charge of your family's health. Now is the time. Our health is our wealth.
Well said, Bobby. Our health is our wealth. Let's all help our families thrive. We deserve good health, don't we? So thank you, Bobby. And thank you, everyone. That was fun. And I hope you've enjoyed and learned a lot. And please contact the person that invited you so that you can begin your Healthy Starts for Family right away. Thank you again. So if there's any comments or anything,